sorry. I'm sorry.
This is Uneducated Sports Talk. Stay smart, stay uneducated.
Welcome all sports fans and everyone across the nation. This is Tuesdays with TJ. Episode number 50, the big 5-0, you guys. That's right. So we are halfway from 100.
Indeed.
Presented by Uneducated Sports Talk. I am your host, Carlos Clayton. My beautiful co-host, PJ's in the building. Of course, the main man of the evening, Mr. TJ Tracy. Showing love. What's up, TJ?
I'm doing well, thank you very much. And how are you on this lovely day?
Oh man, it's all good, man. We are great. I
Yeah.
can't complain. Okay, I can a little bit.
Still working out?
Yeah. While I'm sneezing though, allergy season is crazy right now, bro. Tired of it, man. Anyway, my allergies are bad. I'm on 10 right now, but as long as I don't breathe in with my nostrils, I'm fine.
Oh yeah, who needs to breathe?
Yeah. Just straight mouth action. Ha. So yeah, that's where we are, man. Yeah, before we get started, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're going for, I don't know, just hit the like button, man, and represent your team, rep your team on this beautiful week 8 of the NFL season. And hit that subscribe button if you guys are loving what you're seeing for more content like this and much more. Hit that subscribe button and click on notification bells and hit that that bell. Appreciate it, man.
There we go.
We got some.
I just want to
Go ahead.
say, Samuel, hi, welcome to the UK. That is not the United flag. I believe that's Australia there.
Oh, Samuel, what's going on, man? He said, "What's up, SW?" We got Kelly Gardner says hello all. He said, "What's up, KG? What's up, Kelly? Good to see you, man."
Oh, brilliant. It's been a crazy week, hasn't it?
I feel like every week in sports now has been somewhat crazy.
Absolutely.
And that's the beauty of it, right? Look, my thing is there's a silver lining, obviously good and bad. There's a lot of injuries, right? Which is the
Yeah.
bad. That's the bad. But the good thing is it's not really the quarterback, So I feel like we're okay if we keep our quarterbacks, but it's always when we have our quarterbacks injured a lot. That's when things get kind of shaky, whatever. So very unfortunate though, because we don't wish injuries on anybody, So we got Christian Arujo says happy Tuesday, guys, and the beautiful PJ. Hey, girl. So what's up, CR? What's up, Christian Arujo? Thank y'all for showing love and support. We appreciate that.
Indeed. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but Madden week 7 of the NFL season. I'm all for it though. And of course, we have the good, the bad, and the downright ugly per usual. As we have Steeler Chick 46 says Steelers fanatic checking in. How about Coach T? Well, we will get on that in just a second. But before we do that, please represent your ride or die NFL team right now. And of course, we have our poll question per usual today. And basically saying, how is your team faring after week 7? Basically, good, bad, downright ugly. Yeah, go ahead, click on that and tell us what you picked on the poll for us, and let us know in the chat.
Question. What would you pick on the poll?
Hold on. Let me see my exact question for a second. Hold on. My exact poll question, if I can get to it.
Because expect us to answer, but not himself.
Because I'm going to tell you where I'm at right now. Let me get into it. Here we go. All right. We suck ass. Yeah, that's what I picked. We suck ass. But in saying that, we have already 13 votes now. 83% says so far so good. 17% says we suck ass, and nobody has picked. Give me a couple weeks and we'll find out. So that's good if you're one of those teams. But yeah, right now we suck ass. So yeah.
I am sorry. That game was bad.
Oh man, well when you have nobody starting pretty much on your offense, you're gonna look like that. And it was funny because I wanted to text you Wednesday right after our show. I said, hey,
Yeah.
can I choose the Broncos instead of the Saints? Because I said, you know what, that was my first choice. I won't back out of it. It'd be kind of lame. Because I was like, yeah, we about to get our ass whooped. Because Olave had just got out.
Yeah.
Because y'all know we do our show on Tuesday, so the injury report doesn't come out till Wednesday.
Mhm.
So we do our show on Tuesday. We pick more. Once I saw Olave out, I was like, oh hell no! All right, we're not gonna lose. We're not gonna win for real now. And
It really did. It
yeah,
really did. So it showed the difference between a first round rookie and what a fifth round was Rattler.
yeah, Rattler, yeah.
Yeah, because even though, not gonna lie, Bo Nix had some weird passes. Like he throws the tight ball and hard to get like anything. Wide open receiver, he can't hit for the life of him. Um, but then Rattler, yeah, your O line killed him. They had one of the craziest plays of all time disallowed because of a penalty. But oh yeah, your O line needs to be better.
Yeah, well, we no one's starting. We have four starters out of five O linemen.
Yes,
Four are
your
backups.
fitness bonus go.
you know, Trevor Penning's there, but Trevor Penning is our worst starting O lineman, and he's still not injured. But the other four are injured. So it's like, yo, so it's like, what do you expect Rattler to do if you're a Saints fan? Calm down about Rattler. There's nothing he could do right now. For one, he didn't start the year as a starter, right? He's been the backup the whole entire year. Gets thrust in, so there's no chemistry. Oh, on top of that, there's no starters to throw to. None at all. So it's very tough when you have Olave out for a game or two, Rashid Shaheed out for the season. That sucked. I
Yes,
mean,
sucks.
it's just like, oh, Taysom Hill comes back though. Yay! After missing 4 games this year, so hey, whatever. Uh, I'm done with that. All right, rep your team, y'all. Now, yeah, we probably talk about the good stuff here, TJ. The good stuff, not the bad stuff.
Sorry.
All right, y'all. So the good, since we are a channel of just straight goodness, we always start off with the good first, then the bad, then the downright ugly. So let's get to our good, not now, but right now. And that's going to start off in Pittsburgh. We had a beautiful Sunday night football magic from, it looks like the Seattle Seahawks. Russell
Yeah.
Wilson for a minute. I'm just saying it felt eerily similar to how he played in Seattle in the good old days, or as the young folks say, the golden days, or the olden days. How about that? Yo, Mike Tomlin said, you know what, we're going to go ahead and probably start Russell Wilson after a nice win by Justin Fields. And so the
Yeah.
crowd and a lot of folks were like, yo, why if you're winning? Right? And
I
we'll
was like,
we'll get to the background story after this, but did Russell Wilson do enough to be the every game starter from here on out?
I think so. I really do think so. It was the Steelers with Fields in was winning games, but they were hard. It were close games. If you know what I mean?
Yes.
They were games that they barely won, and they lost games which were so close, like the Cowboys game. If you know what I mean? Like
Right.
it was one of those close, hard fought games. But then Russell Wilson comes in, and I don't know if Mike Thompson knows how to use his QB, or that Sean Payton completely doesn't know how to work with Russell Wilson, or just the chemistry wasn't there with the head coach. Because Russell Wilson came in and he looked good. So of course you're going to choose the quarterback that, even though you're winning with the other one, this one's a more successful win. 37 points dropped on that New York defense, and again that New York defense doesn't have Salah in it, so. Who knows? But what's yours? Just like again, you also owe an apology to Mike Tomlin.
We owe
Everyone
a
thought that.
huge apology, and I was going to start off with that. Hey, Mike Tomlin, if you're listening to this show, man, I apologize from the bottom of my heart how we doubted you. I had you at 5 wins total. They got 5 wins in 7 games already. So,
Yeah,
so what am I trying to say? Well, if you're looking from the outside in, like we are, you're telling
yeah,
yourself, well, if you're winning, why stop that? And once again, I doubted Tomlin. I was like, if you're winning, why on earth would you go ahead and even switch quarterbacks when you're winning? You're 4-2. But if you're from the inside looking out, like you said earlier, you're winning games, but not at a championship kind of level. You're winning games, but
yeah,
you're skating by, right? And you're skating by with a quarterback. Let's be honest, he's still a one read quarterback. One read, and he's going to take off per se, or get in some kind of trouble, right? You have this weapon, and let's be honest, Russell Wilson was just the man 3 years ago, and even last year, a bad season, 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Think about that. So that was
Yeah.
still a good year by anybody else's standards. So you have this weapon on your bench, and you say, you know what? We got him for a reason. Let's at least try it out now. Let's not wait till Fields is going through his bad performances and we're losing games. Let's do it now while we still have that same repertoire of weapons, while we have that confidence that's winning games. And it showed in this game why, from a difference of being a Super Bowl winning quarterback, talking about a guy that's been there, done that, to a guy like Justin Fields. You saw the touch.
Mm-hmm.
To a guy like George Pickens, who I've always said, boy, if he had a quarterback, he is a number one receiver. Russell Wilson has the prettiest deep ball I've ever seen.
Yes.
His deep ball is like a freaking, like, it goes up high and it comes down low, but it's always perfect per se, right? It's always perfectly placed for the receiver to get. George Pickens will thrive off of that. If you see Justin Fields in those same kind of throws, he's throwing bullets. They're line drives, and guys can't really fight for it or
No.
get to it because, yeah. So that's the difference, the touch that Russell Wilson brings, and now the fluidity of the offense, because we know that Russell is a 1, 2, 3 read kind of guy and then run. As far as Fields, he's a one read guy. So that means more chance to survey the field because he's a veteran quarterback who's been there, done that. I think Tomlin knew what the hell he had, but it was kind of weird to show it because you're winning. And as a head coach, that's so difficult to even make that call, to pull that trigger. And a guy like Tomlin, I round of applause, hand clap that, because no one in their
Mm-hmm.
right mind would actually do that with a 4-2 team after coming off a big win against the Raiders and a very quote unquote successful game, I believe, by Fields. And to make that move, only a guy like Mike Tomlin would have the balls to do that. And he did it, and it showed. Russell Wilson, yes, to answer my own question, he from here on out, barring injury, he is your everyday starter now for the rest of the season. And you have the luxury of having Fields as your backup, like vice versa.
Yeah.
How you had the luxury of Wilson as your backup, now you have the same luxury with Fields because he's started 6 games or 6 games already this year. He's been there, done that, for the last couple of years, so he's not immune to being on the bench, but he's played, so you had that luxury for you. So I like what he did. That was a maddening move, and a lot of Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Hey, you saw the game? Did you watch the game from start to finish, or,
Uh,
or
well,
the start? The start.
I don't think I did. I think I started it. Yeah, I think I started.
The
Oh,
start.
this game.
The Blues were
I
running.
started it.
The first two
I
series, the
got.
Blues was running.
Yeah, I think that's as far as I got, and then I immediately fell asleep because I was being up since like
Right.
6. No, it was a quarter to 6 because obviously I had to travel
Watching the Eagles
that
game.
day.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, well, I went to the NFL game and it's a
Oh, you
3-hour
did?
drive.
Yeah, you did. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
you did. Yeah, yeah.
I was absolutely scared. But did you see Mike Tomlin's quote at the
Uh,
press conference
I saw it, but
afterwards?
I forgot what it was. What he said, but I did see it though. What did he say?
Why do you feel like you could win with Russell Wilson? It's like, well, I'm well compensated.
Oh, well, yeah. It's the reason why I'm well compensated. And he was saying, look, y'all, Carlos and everybody else from the outside looking in, y'all have no idea what's really going on, what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing.
Yeah.
And it was funny because George Pickens kind of spilled the beans, but it lets you know how excited he was. Because now, look, he finally looked like a number one receiver. We all knew he had the talent. We just never saw him with a quarterback that can give it to him like that. I mean, with 5 catches, 120-something yards, probably what it was, and a touchdown, he looked like he's a number one receiver for real. So, big kudos to Mike Tomlin. He pulled that trigger, and it actually worked. And now you have the luxury of having a backup in Fields. I like what I'm seeing right now from the Steelers. Once
Do
again,
you,
Tomlin, I apologize.
do you see this as the Steelers' future? Like they're going to keep Russell and Fields
If
together as
yeah,
much as they can
if
until Russ say retires, and then they'll move forward. Because I forget how. Cause obviously, I didn't see a lot of Big Ben's career. I came in at the end, and I've only seen highlights. I didn't realize how mobile Big Ben was.
yeah, big and strong.
Yeah, big and strong, and obviously Pickett or Pickens, wherever he was, the QB. He didn't really have. He didn't mobile. He didn't move. So maybe the offense that was set up for him didn't work. And obviously, for these two mobile QBs, obviously are having success. You got a guy with the experience and the mobility there. But yeah, no, it was the deep ball was beautiful. You are spot on with Russell Wilson. He could drop it into a basket from anywhere on the
Yes,
field.
he can.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at the Steelers now. I'm seeing their confidence now. Mind you, they have some. Their latter part of the season is tough, right? The latter
Yeah.
part is a gauntlet for those guys. So get your dubs right now while you can. But that was a really good Jets defense. They did that too. Mind you, there's Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed playing the cornerback position against those other guys. I mean, it was guys like Austin, number 19. I had no clue he was there until Russell Wilson played. And then Van Jefferson. I had no clue he was on the Steelers team until Russell Wilson
I
played.
didn't know that either.
Yeah, so but
I absolutely.
those guys got touches and touchdowns.
Yeah.
So it was nice to see Russell Wilson back. The Russell Wilson that I've grown accustomed to knowing and loving. It felt very Seattle-ish. The good old days where let the defense play really good defense and you just be a commander, no pun intended, but you just be a leader on the field and just do enough to keep your offense honest. And that's what he did. We got Haley Gordon says, "Hey baby, how you doing, Haley?" We got Still the Chick says George Pickens and Pat Freiermuth were finally used. That's right, exactly. Says Tomlin wanted to settle his quarterback before their bye week, and I kind of feel that. I kind of understand that too. We got Monica in the building. How you doing, Monica? Showing love. Appreciate that. So yeah, y'all. How do you feel about Russell Wilson being the quarterback for the remainder of the season? Let us know in the chat. All right,
Yeah.
now Daniel Berry Sports Highlight said, "Yo," Peter said, "What's up, DBSH?" Said, "How you doing,
Hello.
HG?" And SC46 said, "What's up, Monica?" Says PJ. And Christian Ann says, her Saints is a ride or die squad at Saints. Gotcha.
Oh, feel
Uh,
sorry for him.
yeah. For sorry for all Saints fans, including myself. God dog it. Oh man. Here we go. So Saquon Barkley and the Philadelphia Eagles went into New York or New Jersey, excuse me,
Oh,
take on Barkley's former team, the New York Giants. And I feel sick to my stomach for even choosing the Giants to win this game. Nah, this is one of them. Somebody getting fired. You know how that goes.
oh,
Hey,
absolutely.
remember when AJ Brown went to Tennessee as the
Yeah.
Eagles and mollywopped the Titans, and then the Titans GM got fired like the next day?
Mhm.
I feel like something like that's about to happen with the Giants. Something's about to happen. That was an ass whipping to epic proportions, and the Eagles stumped the mud hole. But most importantly, Saquon Barkley got his revenge: 176 rushing yards and a tutty,
Yeah.
You guys. So
That's
after
right.
these commercials, let's do our TJ's Eagles talk more about what's going on in Philadelphia. All right, TJ, big win by the Eagles. Barkley goes in there and
Oh,
dominates his former team. How you feeling right now about that game?
I was confident. It's sort of the win that we thought we should be doing to most teams, but with what the Birds displayed the first couple of weeks, and obviously the collapse last year, people were going in this game doubting. Some people even went with the Giants. Like I had my doubts. Like we have scored in the first quarter.
Right.
Our defense, apart from last week, couldn't stop anything. The question was last week was it our defense that was really good, or was it the Browns' offense being really bad?
Right.
When this game started, we had our concerns. We really did. And the first quarter, there were 5 punts in it. That's not how you want to start a game. That was, oh, here we go again. But start the second, we saw Saquon start to really sort of pound the ball really well. And then he broke off one, massive long one. And then we got to the fourth down, and they keep doing this. I know. So it's fourth and like 2. They didn't push it, which obviously every Eagles fan wants it. They go deep ball down the left side to AJ Brown. And every time they keep doing this, and it keeps working. I don't know how, but it's
It
someone's like,
does.
Nick's like, why do you keep on 4th and 1, you only need 3 yards. Why are you going for these low percentage plays? And I think he literally said, well, with AJ Brown, they're not low percentage plays, which is fair enough. But after that, yeah, the Giants had no hopes. Our defense line got to Daniel Jones constantly. Their O-line was awful. Saquon Barkley ran angry, man. Even though all week he said it's not, no, it's nothing, it's not personal.
Oh,
We're
you
happy over
know it's
here.
personal. You know it's
No.
personal. He's just being a professional. But
Yeah.
behind the scenes in the barbershop talking to his family and them, hey man, F these mother effers. You know what I'm saying? That's what it
Well,
is.
apparently, as he arrived to the stadium, he saw a bunch of fans pointing to him, and then they pointed over, and he saw a bunch of smoke, and they were just burning his jersey in front of him. So
Dang.
yeah, so he does a massive run, 55 yards. Obviously, they put him out to get breather. Gainwell gets down to 3rd and 1, and here comes Saquon Barkley. He runs in and he pushes that pile in for a touchdown. And after that, nothing can stop him. He's just off, off, off. We passed the ball 14 times, 10 in the first half, 4 in the second half. This is Jalen Hurts. And then at the beginning of the fourth quarter, Giants has scored nothing. I've got a question for you. So you're down 14-0. Your offense has finally started to move the ball. It is 10 seconds left in the half. It is 4th and 2 on the Philadelphia's 5-yard line. Do you go for the field goal or do you go for the extra points? And be warned, your defense hasn't been able to stop Philadelphia the most of the game. This is the first time you've moved the ball.
That's the Giants, right?
This is the Giants.
Giants. I'm getting points. You're down 14. Nothing you said.
Yeah. Would you
Yeah.
go for the 3 or would you go for the 7?
Go for the 3. Gotta go for the 3.
You go for the 3?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going for the 3. I'm going for the 3.
That's what they said.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's what they did.
Yeah, I'm getting points on the board because I mean it's early in the game. You're only down by 2 touchdowns. I get it, but yeah, I'm personally going for the 3. But I'm always a scaredy cat kind of guy anyway. So I mean, I don't have balls like Dan Campbell going for a fake punt the first series of the day. From your own 30-something yard line. That was crazy.
Yeah.
We got Megan is in the building. Maggie Aussie 12
Megan.
says at Uneducated Sports Talk, hey, how about them Hawks? How about them? Good win over the Falcons. That was a great win, won by 20, 34-14. And says, don't get too excited about Russ. One good game doesn't make up for shortcomings in others. Oh, I'm hyped by this one. I'm hyped by it. Russell Wilson looks good. He looked like the Russell Wilson of Seattle days. And I got Ian Fellas says Steelers. Ian Fellas, how you doing? Represent your Ride or Die squad. Is it the Steelers? Let us know in the chat, man. Also, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are brand new to the channel. Thank you for the love and support, Ian Fellas. But yeah, that was an awesome game. But if I'm the Giants, I'm getting my points. 14-3. I feel fine about that. But yeah, 5. You said no timeouts, right? No timeouts left.
They had 1 timeout left.
Oh, I'm going for the end zone first. Real quick. Real quick. Yeah, I do something real quick. A fade route or something in the end zone, but no, I guess not.
No, they didn't. They just settled. They came out as if they were going for it. Philadelphia called a timeout, and then they came back on as if they were going to kick. They kicked it. So they got the 3 points, and that's all they got for the rest of the game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. At the beginning of the fourth quarter, they tried to again get points. It didn't. And then, have you seen this moment from Nick Sirianni?
Say again?
So he goes to take. Have you seen this moment?
Yeah, with Sirianni and Barkley. Yeah, I saw it. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Brilliant. Just comes down. You're 18 yards away from your all-time record. Like, I'm going to pull the offense if they don't score, but I will keep them in for you to get the record kind of attitude. What do you want to do? And he's like, now let the new ones eat. And fantastic player.
I like that because me personally, I don't want to get that record while we're still in the heat of battle. Yeah. I don't want to get it on some like pity stuff here. You can have it because we're gonna try and force it. No, I want to get it while it's still a game. That's how I feel personally. So I applaud Saquon for that. That was awesome. Let them young boys eat because we won. I got the ultimate ultimate laugh. We won. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just chill and let them boys eat, man. So I applaud Saquon for that because he could have been selfish and not really selfish in a bad way. I mean, you trying to go for a record, but he could have been like, nah, let's go out there. I want a 13 yards.
Let's
Oh,
do this.
yeah,
Yeah,
because he knows I should have plenty more times to break my own record again, but not right now.
yeah.
Let them boys eat. So I agree with Saquon. That was nice.
That was nice. And yeah, everything in this game worked well. Special teams, Cooper DeJean had a fantastic punt return where he fought for it. Our defense finally is doing what our defenses should do. And fair enough, our offense started slow, but we just relied on Saquon, and Saquon did it straight. But obviously, is it because we're finally doing well,
Hmm.
or is it because the Giants are a bad team? That's the question.
Right.
Obviously, this week we're against the Bengals. This really answers a lot of questions. But this was the game we wanted. Nick Sirianni didn't embarrass himself, as people say, and it was fantastic. And I still can't believe the Giants screwed up the Saquon situation this badly.
And watching Hard Knocks, I'm really like, oh, that was awesome. Now, yeah, that was awesome. That was
Yeah.
awesome. I'm glad Saquon got his. Even in his post game report on the field, still he was like, hey, they told me to go shop around, which means that they didn't want me. I shopped around and found Philadelphia. Here we go.
Yeah, indeed. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Giants.
All right. Well, that's our TJ's Eagles talks. Let's talk about the Chiefs in just a moment after these messages. All right. Hey, the Chiefs. Look,
Oh,
I don't know if you call that a dominant win or not.
no.
I call it a dominant win.
Really?
28-12. Well, I lied. It was 28-18, but the last touchdown
Yeah.
was garbage points. I call that a dominant victory. And when I say dominant, I mean that Chiefs defense. Both these offenses
Yeah.
struggled, but the Chiefs defense, if you guys still don't believe in this Chiefs defense, please open your eyes. This team is phenomenal on defense. You not only, this isn't a home game, TJ. They went to Santa Clara. They went to the Niners' backyard and out physical them from start to finish. They had all their weapons except for except for McCaffrey. But still,
Yeah.
I think they just, when I say dominant, I mean the physicality the Chiefs bring on defense. Because let's be honest, as a whole, both offenses suck, right? But both
Yes.
these defenses are good. They have the two of the best defenses in the league. But the Chiefs really showed up and showed out, in my opinion. That was
Okay.
probably I picked the Niners to win just because I was like, well, I mean, obviously that's your best chance. You got a struggling Chiefs team. You know what? I don't give a damn no more, bro. The Chiefs are just they're good. I picked against them now 2 straight weeks in a row like a dummy. This team is good, and I gotta stop. I gotta stop thinking it's just Pat Mahomes. I have to realize this defense is phenomenal. They have not in almost 2 years. They haven't given up more than I think it's 28 points in a game in almost 2 years.
Yeah.
This defense is phenomenal, and they don't get all the big old turnovers and stats like that, but they just play sound football. Steve Spagnolia's defense is amazing, and they've been like that for 3 years now. And I'm done picking against the Chiefs. I got a question for you. Did you have a question for me? I'm sorry. You had a question?
No. I think I just wanted to say, yeah, when you say a dominant win, when most people say that they think your offense, but for the beginning of Pat Mahomes' career, Pat Mahomes dragged along his offense. I think, especially last year and this year, it's been his defense that have been helping him out because Pat Mahomes, even though he's technically the front runner for MVP, his stats are terrible.
Uh,
Like, yeah, he had the good rushing touchdown, but he threw two interceptions,
I
154 yards.
guarantee you he's not in any MVP talk right now. He's not an MVP talk at all. I promise you that.
Apparently, according to the betting line, it's Lamar Jackson is the rank winner, closely followed by Pat Mahomes.
That
And it's sort of like, no, he shouldn't be. It really
hell
should be.
no, hell no. He ain't winning this shit.
But
I
you
know that.
with this defense. This defense is scary. This defense is good. It's opportunistic. They lost. Who did they lose this year in the offseason? Who went to the Titans?
Sneed.
Snead. They lost Snead, and people were like, "Oh, maybe is that going to be quite devastating for them?" But McDuffie has stepped up and done very well,
Big time. Big
big
time.
time. So yeah, you are spot on with this. With the Chiefs, defense won this game. Brock Purdy didn't look good. Obviously,
No.
they've now lost Ayuk for the rest of the year,
Yes.
which sucks. But yeah, it's this defense, this team, the Chiefs team. I know they're 6-0. Will has taken them as far as their defense will take them. I don't think their offense is good enough this year.
Well, their offer was good enough last year either.
That's true. That is true. That is true.
Matter of fact, this offense is better than last year's offense. I promise you that. This, this,
No.
yes, this offense for the
Oh
Chiefs, they are way better than last year's offense. Last year's offense was atrocious, and they still found a way to win the Super Bowl.
my goodness.
So I'm saying, if you're a fan of hating the Chiefs, you're in for a long year again because this Chiefs team is going to make another AFC conference appearance, and who knows from there. But man, that team looks good. But my question for you,
Yes.
yeah, if will the Chiefs ever lose? All right, and the bigger question is, what do you give the over under 2.5 losses for the year?
For this year?
For this year, right now they're the
Oh,
only undefeated team left. They're 7-0.
let's
Will
have a
the
look. Let's have a
Chiefs
look.
ever lose a game? And if so, is it over or under 2.5 losses?
I'm going to put under 2.5 because they've got the Raiders I believe, this week. Um, that's a win. Buccaneers, I would have said would be a close game, but obviously they've just lost Evans and Godwin.
Yeah.
So their defense is going to shred Baker. Broncos will be interesting, and the Bills will be interesting. And then the Texans.
Yeah.
Oh, Steelers as well.
I'm going under.
No, I'm still going to go under 2.5.
I'm going
Yeah,
under.
I'm still going under.
I give the Chiefs 2 losses max.
Oh,
Max.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
Tight end Watson has broken fibula and tibula.
The Chiefs tight end Watson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gone.
I mean, that's not a big deal at all. I mean, I promise you. I mean, they're sad for him, but they're not worried about their team success. Oh my God! I mean, they lost Shaheed. I mean, not Shaheed. They
Yeah.
lost Rice.
Right.
That's a big deal, and they just keep winning.
Pacheco.
And Pacheco, and they keep winning. Like when you have Pat Mahomes, whether it's a good game, great game, or a bad game, the confidence level is still there because not only is Pat Mahomes your quarterback, but you do know how it is as a Saints fan. Like when the Eagles game, our defense balled and balled and balled as our offense struggled and struggled. But then the offense finally got a touchdown or a score, and we're up now. Whatever the score was, 12-9 or whatever it was, or 12-8, whatever. And
So
the last scoring drive for the Eagles, right? And then the Saints defense imploded. Well,
yep.
that's the opposite of what the Chiefs do. The Chiefs say, you know what? Hey, we know that Pat Mahomes is going to put us in a good situation to win the game. Let's go out there now and complete it, right? No matter how bad the offense is looking, the Chiefs always know that when it's time to do or die, we got our quarterbacks back, unlike the Saints did against the Eagles. But I've been seeing the Saints do that forever now. So, but I'm saying like this defense with that quarterback, they got each other's back, and that's scary, man. Pat Mahomes could play with me, you, and PJ. She said, "Hell yeah," and he will find a way to get it done. I'm joking, y'all. I'm joking.
He'll break the receiving record.
He'll probably just give Peter the football, tied to the football, and just throw it to the end zone.
I do have a question, and
Yes,
it's
sir.
about the other team. Brock Purdy hasn't looked good this year. I think he's not been the Brock Purdy we've known. Obviously, CMC is still out. We have no clue when he's going to return. So I think this just shows because they're 3-4 at the moment, and their wins haven't been dominated.
Oh, don't worry. They play the Cowboys this Sunday. They'll get right back on track.
But I'm just saying, I think it shows how vital CMC was to this offense.
Yes.
And do you see? I know obviously you joked that they'll get back on the Cowboys. They've got a rough schedule coming up. Do they make the playoffs at their current state, the 49ers?
I mean, look, today's NFL is so much. It's really a real life parody sketch now. Like any team can be any team, but I'm gonna say yes because this team is too damn good and too talented to not make it, even without Ayuk. You know, you feel like once they get into a run of a few wins, 2 or 3 in a row, they'll be back on track. And their division is not the toughest division in the world. Seattle's on top right now with a 4-3 record. So
Yeah,
I mean, they're only one game from the division. So all you gotta do is just win the division, and we already seen them beat Seattle this year already. Now they lost to the Rams as a head scratcher,
they
and
lost.
lost to the Cardinals too.
Yeah, lost to the Cardinals. Yeah,
So, but don't worry, them versus Dallas will get them right back on track.
fair enough. Fair enough. Fair
But no,
enough.
I'm not. I will not count out the Niners at all this year, even without CMC. As far as making the playoffs, I won't count them out. Now, Super Bowl contention, yeah, that might be off a little bit now, um, as I'm wavering towards other teams. All
What's
right.
the other team?
Oh,
Well,
hey,
Packers.
Packers, Lions, yeah. Them my 2 teams I'm looking at now. Saints, nah, I'm playing. I'm joking, y'all. I'm so joking. I'm so joking right now.
Who do you have winning your division now that the Buccaneers have imploded and then
Oh,
Atlanta
I
is
still
at the
got
best?
Atlanta winning at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have them winning. There's too much talent. Once they get it all together, they should be all right. You know, but apparently it's
All
not
right.
that easy. It's not that hard to win our division. The last couple of years,
Well,
just be
except if you're a
just be
Panther.
decent. Just be above 500, and we got you. All right. Going to the bad now. The Commanders, they dominated the Panthers 40-7, and that's a shame on me because I really thought the Panthers might make it a closer game than what it was. But no, from the get-go, Washington won this game. But early in that first
Yeah.
quarter, my man Jaden Daniels had a 47-yard run, and on that run, he wound up probably breaking a rib. Coach said he is
Uh,
day to day right now. Oh, well, they say week to
yeah.
week. So he might miss 1 week. But guess what? Your guy looked pretty damn good as a Commander's quarterback, Marcus Mariota.
Marcus
And,
Mariota,
and
which is mental.
yeah, and he looked pretty damn good. He is a that's what I'm talking about, TJ, with people getting the right backups. You know what I'm saying? You got a guy, Mariota, whether you like him or not, the man has playing time experience. He's been there, done that. He's been to the playoffs. That's the guy to have as your backup quarterback. Even the Chiefs got it right. If we get hurt, we still have Carson Wentz as our quarterback if Mahomes goes down. I'm just saying. The Dolphins getting freaking Skylar
Did you?
Thompson. Man, do you want to win or not? Right? So Marcus Mariota came in as the backup, and he looked good, albeit against the Panthers. They did win 47, but the question is, Daniel's getting injured, and this week to week is that like how much stock do you put in Mariota for the next couple weeks?
Well, that's the question. Like, he's a backup for a reason.
Right?
He was obviously last year an Eagle, and when he was an Eagle, people said he looked bad as the backup. So, is it Marcus Mariota or is it the system? The system has been doing well. He's obviously got a lot of help there. I think they're going to be fine. Just looking up, if it's week to week, they've got the Bears this year, which is a tough game, but I
Tough game.
still see the Commanders being the better team, and then the Giants, and the Giants are in just purgatory. Then it's the Steelers and the Eagles. So I think Marcus Mariota is the good enough backup QB to get through those 2 games. Let your rookie heal up. You don't want to aggravate that injury to make it
Right.
worse. If it's day to day or week to week, it's not a broken rib. It's just, I assume, a bruising of the bone, which, not going to lie, still hurts.
Probably so.
Still hurts.
Hurts to
Doesn't
cough.
tomorrow.
Probably hurts to breathe.
Yeah, hurts to move. And obviously, you need to kind of do that with his style. So I think Marcus Mariota is the ideal backup. He's good enough to win the games, 1 or 2. But just enough for your start to come back to fight, hopefully, the stronger games being the Steelers, the Eagles. I would say Cowboys, but it's the Cowboys.
They have similar skill sets too. As far
Yes,
now
they do.
obviously Daniels is super ultra good at those skill sets, whereas Marcus Mariota just he's okay with it, but he has the same skill sets. He can still run and maneuver like a Daniels. I'm with you. Not a big deal. He might miss a week or two, and that's about it because he is week to week. So I now they still have hopes that he plays this actual game against the Bears.
I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it personally. I give him 1 week to heal because I don't want to aggravate that in 1 week. Let's see what happens
Yeah.
after that week, right? I'm with you on that. So tough news because he's playing so well, not even at a rookie level, but as an MVP level right now. Honestly,
Hmm.
he should be more in the MVP race than Mahomes. I'm being real about that.
No, yeah,
I'll
no, I
go.
agree. It
I will
should
go
be.
Lamar Jackson one, and then I'll go with hell Derrick Henry two, and then I'll
Yeah.
go with Jaden Daniels at three.
Yeah, no, I agree. It really is. I think this is if there was going to be a year where the QB doesn't win offensive MVP, it's gonna be this year.
Hell no, because it should have been last year.
No,
It should have been
I know
last
it
year.
should have been last. It should have been CMC last year, and I think this year proves that it should have been CMC
Because
last
the
year.
only non quarterback that only has is Derrick Henry and his quarterback Lamar Jackson. So he's not going to
That's fair.
win because that's it. I mean, I hate that, but right now Lamar at this moment he's actually playing like an MVP. As whereas last year I didn't think he quote unquote deserved the MVP trophy. But he got it
No, that's
anyways.
fair. No, that's fair. That's fair. And yeah, he is playing very well. Like last night game was just a
Bonkers,
slaughter.
bonkers. Cash
Just a
Money
slaughter.
Thousandry says, "What's the word, UST Nation? The word is, I don't know. Great.
What
I
is
don't
the
know
word?
what is word.
Bird. Bird is the
Fantastic.
word.
The bird is the word.
Yeah,
He said, hey. He said, TJ, are you from across the pond?
yes, I am. I am from across the pond in good old England, where we have a black pudding, our coffee, and our baked beans, plus lots of tea.
But don't start off with black pudding, man. You got to end it with black
Oh,
pudding.
if you ever visit this country, you know you are going to have to
I
try
know
full English.
I
It's
am
got
going to
all
try
the
it.
things, the
I
baked
am
beans,
going
the
to
black pudding, the sausages, the toast. Oh, it really could go for breakfast.
just know I'm bringing my Tony Chachere's and I'm bringing my hot sauce, my Louisiana hot
Your
sauce.
hot sauce?
Yeah, I'm bringing my. I gotta dump it in there now. I gotta dump it in there, man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Wow. That's
No,
great.
that's awesome though.
That's crazy.
All right, so we're all rooting for Daniels' his comeback. Hopefully, he comes back better
Of
than
course.
ever. He's a beast though. Uh, Staying with the bad Vikings fans, you are no longer undefeated. The Vikings suffered their first loss of the season and they lose to the Lions 31 to
Ah,
29 in a spectacular game that I actually called. It was awesome. Quick question: can their success continue even after this loss? Now, a bad time to lose because this loss, the Lions now are in first place in your division.
yeah.
You had your first loss of the year and you dropped from the first seed to the fifth seed just that quickly.
Madness. It is madness because they're all on top of each other. Yeah, I'm glad I never watched this. I wasn't able to watch this game. I was traveling and just barely was able to keep up with the Eagles game.
Yeah.
Um, it was such a weird game. Remember a couple of years ago, just as the Lions were getting good, just they played a fantastic game against the Ravens, and then Justin Tucker kicked the uh, NFL longest field goal.
Yep.
It's like 67 yards.
Yep.
And Lions fans are like, yeah, he's going to make it. We're Lions fans. And obviously, this game came down to a uh, game winning field goal, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
And it just felt different that normally, if you're a Lions fan like 2 years ago, you're always under the interpretation he's gonna miss it. They're
Right.
gonna lose. They're gonna miss it. And the fact that he made it, and the fact that everyone swarmed him, it's just the Lions know they're onto something, and they're gonna do well. But Vikings, you're fine. You kept up with the Lions. Like it's gutting you lost the last minute field goal, but you're gonna be fine. And potentially with my what the fudge cake moment later down the line, you might be even better.
Let's
What
go.
about you? What's your feeling of the Vikings?
Oh, they'll be fine. Cause
Yeah,
this game had it all, man. Lead
yeah.
changes. I mean, at one point Vikings were up big. Lions came back on a run. Vikings came back on a run again, take the lead. I mean, so this felt like I was talking to somebody on a stream on calling this game, and we both kind of agree. We can kind of see this as being the NFC Championship game, or at least a playoff game. This
Ooh.
could like the Vikings have really shown me something this year. I'm very excited to see Minnesota play. Now I picked them to win. They did not win. So, but it was a very close game. But then to come back twice, as well the Lions did too, it shows you that both these teams really standing on business about being good this year. And I'm very excited for the entire NFC North, man. When they start playing each other towards the end of the year, that's must see TV down the stretch, man.
Oh,
Cash Money
absolutely.
says, shout out Liverpool. Said
Liverpool
says TJ, who's the best running back of all time?
of all time. Oh, that's a hard one because obviously you do have your Sanders. He was electronic. He retired very early. You have your Charles Brown. Got your Shady.
That's
I'm gonna be. Oh, it's hard.
that's mine, Barry
You got
Sanders.
your Barry Sanders. OJ Simpson was
Oh,
very
it's him.
good.
He was good
He
at
was
killing too.
extremely good and good at killing. Yeah, yeah. He really did. It was crazy.
He was multitasking.
From a guy who didn't know he was an NFL player, and just when they released, what was it, the NFL's 100 players to
Oh,
celebrate
how
their
you like what?
and I saw it, I was like, what? No, I don't believe that. And then I was thinking to friends, like, I know he was a good running back, but do you really want him on your team?
That's funny.
I'll go with Sanders as well. Yeah, it sucks that he retired young, but you saw it.
Yeah, if he stayed healthy, he'd have beat all the records. He had the Emmitt Smith
Oh,
record.
Emmett Smith was really good.
Nah, I
Nah.
got.
Oh, come on, come on.
Oh no, Emmitt Smith had the greatest O line ever, bro. I could have ran
True.
4 yards per carry with that O line. I'm just saying, if you look at Emmitt Smith's highlights, it's nothing but a big gaping Jesus Christ hole, only bigger for Moses to depart the Red Sea kind of holes, man. Like, come on. If Barry Sanders had that kind of O line, he have 3,000 yards a year. Barry was playing against that Lions O line, which is not that good, at that time.
It really sucks that the Lions ruined two fantastic players.
Right. Calvin Johnson
They
too.
had
Yeah.
Calvin Johnson and obviously Barry Sanders, and they all came in the worst possible times to be a Lions. And now obviously they're thriving. And yeah, the Gibbs won me fantasy this year. This week. Thank you, Gibbs.
How'd that
Um,
go?
but imagine having Calvin Johnson or one of those on this kind of team,
Right.
especially now that is it Jameson Williams just got suspended again,
Yep.
2 games for the performance enhanced drugs. We don't know why.
Which is good for
Well, we know
me.
why, but we don't know
I'm
what.
on St.
Oh
Brown.
yeah,
Oh yeah, he won me fantasy too this year. This week, I mean.
that pick has been the rockiest pick of all time. He has not played a full season.
Who's that?
This is entire Jameson Williams.
Oh yeah, just man, I get it.
He hasn't played a full season.
But it's almost like when he plays a game, it's like he only gets 2 catches a game, but it's like for 70 yards
Yeah,
and,
it
and a
was.
touchdown.
Yeah, you're spot on.
So he's
You're
got
absolutely
a
spot on.
special skill set, if you know what I mean. Dude can run fast. He can run fast. All right, y'all. So that's the end of our bad man. If you guys want to go over Vikings lost to the Lions and the Commanders losing Jaden Daniels for maybe a week or two. The Chiefs dominated win over the Niners. TJ's Eagle Talk. Saquon Barkley beating his former team, or Russell Wilson shot. Just go backwards, man. Just rewind our channel, rewind the stream, and go back to
Rewind.
that, and we'll talk about all that, you guys. And let's go on to now our yeah, we got our downright ugly, and this isn't even in a funny kind of terms,
It's not.
um, that I would usually go with. Let me go ahead and take this off. Yeah, the downright ugly, and it came from Cleveland, Ohio. Deshaun Watson, which has not had a great career since the scandal and getting all that money guaranteed, and well, unfortunately, he tore his Achilles in
Yeah.
Sunday's game, and he is now out for the rest of the year. But that's not even the worst part. The worst part is as he's getting carted off, Browns fans cheered, and that's something that I just don't like. That's something
No, I
I
get you.
just don't like. I want to get your thoughts on that first before I go. What's your thoughts on that?
No, I agree. even though he wasn't playing well, even though obviously um, a lot has gone on with him, he's still human. You don't want injuries. You never cheer for injuries. It's not. It's terrible. It's absolutely like it's not. It's terrible. He tore his Achilles. He's ruptured his Achilles. That man's in a lot of pain. You don't cheer for that. Even if you don't like the man, you don't want that. And it sucks. It really does suck. And it's yeah.
Yeah,
And
I agree, man. I agree. You're right. You're spot on. Look, not what the Browns envisioned when they got him, $230 million guaranteed. You know, everyone was talking about does he want to be there, but then when you hear his teammates after the game, Jameis Winston and then Miles Garrett, those guys had his back.
mhm,
They said the dude busts his ass every day. He's our leader. He shows up on time, stays late, does everything necessary. Y'all don't know what's going on behind the scenes. That he's come out there, he just balls. He balls, and it's very unfortunate. He's going through the scandal, and it's very unfortunate that he had his injury. But to boo the man, I don't like that. I don't like
yeah,
that. I don't like booing that man. I don't like booing anybody that's injured, especially from the home team. That's crazy. You could kind of expect that from a away team, person being injured. But as a home team, they were cheering, and like, come on, man, stop! Don't do that! Don't do that! So I'm very mad
yeah.
about that, but you know how it goes, man. It is what it is. Can we officially say is his career done?
I think it is.
Or well, let's say
Technically,
as a
it's not
starter.
career done. I think it is as a starter
Yeah.
because let's have a look at it. I do this each week. I'm surprised it's not. It is now on my quick searches, which is absolutely crazy.
What's that?
His contract.
Oh,
Uh, like, so his career isn't done because 2024, he's still minimum on the books for 2 more years. 2026 is
well, mind you, because
technically his last year.
the Achilles that's a year injury. That's a full year. So I mean, he's gonna
Yes, so
miss.
he's not going to be back
He
until
won't be back
halfway
till
through
yeah.
24.
So that right there is that might give them the intentions of getting a quarterback in this next year's draft. I
No, no, I agree because he won't be back. So they technically, if he's quick to return, um, he's got a year and a half left under sort of contract, if you know what I mean.
yeah.
And that's if they're not able to get out of that. But the dead money cap is quite bad. Like at this point, 99 million. Dead
Crazy.
cap money,
And you know
172
what? If
million.
you're around, you just gotta swallow it up, man. And
Yeah, just do it.
just hey, you are the most decorated backup we have because no one's gonna trade for him. So you gotta keep him on the roster as a backup.
No, yeah.
That's what I would do.
No,
And then probably his last year, didn't cut him for the last year, and say, you know what, we'll just eat that money up.
yeah. People are saying they should call up Joe Flacco,
But
see if they can
Flacco's,
trade for Joe Flacco. But
I mean, hey, we got
Colts
we got
are.
Jameis Winston's gonna start, I believe, this game
I
against
thought
the
he was in. That's
no,
why he didn't start. Yeah.
he was injured, but he was the emergency quarterback. So
Oh, was he?
yeah, so if DTR got hurt, if
DTR, yeah.
DTR got hurt, then Jameis would be there to play that game. So his
Yeah, no.
injury wasn't that bad to where he was just out the game. No, he was the emergency quarterback.
Got you. It like you don't cheer injuries at all.
Nah, man, I think that sucks. But
And
I
it's
hate it
one
for
of the
this because
best.
he was at one point just 3 years ago a top five quarterback.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's a reason he
he
gave
was
up.
doing his thing with the Texans, man. I loved them over there.
It's the reason you gave up. They gave up so much money and so much picks for him. Obviously, people are like they gave up too much for him, but he was a favored player. They had multiple teams in it. Atlanta, like the Saints, was one
Saints.
point in it. Pretty much every team in the South was in it. And then obviously they went to the Browns because he promised them fully guaranteed money. But yeah, you never wish injury, even if it's you're playing the greatest player on your rival team. You still don't
Right,
wish
right.
injury on anyone because these are people, and that injury that might have fully affected his life. Do you know what I mean? You hear stories of previous players. It's like my foot don't do, or Jason Kelsey's lost like fingers, motion in three fingers, and all that. Like, it is people forget how serious this game can destroy a body.
All right, that's our downright ugly Deshaun Watson. Towards Achilles is out for the year. That sucks. Our thoughts and prayers go out to him and everyone that got injured throughout the entire year because we got a lot of those so far. Um, let's go to our what the fudge cake moment. And you want to start off?
No, you can go. You can go.
Yeah. I guess you can call this recency bias because we just watched that Ravens versus Buccaneers game, and we're talking about Chris Godwin, who I believe broke his ankle. Uh,
Yes, dislocated his ankle. Will have to have surgery to repair it. Out for the year.
my thing is, and Joe Buck, he literally jinxed them. He had literally mentioned about, hey, how about we plan on getting guys out now? Like what are you trying to do? And literally the next play, Godwin breaks his ankles. 43 seconds left. You're on your side of the field. You're down
Down by
by
10.
10. You're not gonna win the game. I get it, miracles happen, but if you're on the other side, okay, yes, but you start from your own 20-something yard line. I would have just run it one time, maybe twice, or nil it and get out of there. Take our L. Uh, who am I though? I mean, obviously you want to play to the final whistle, and I get that. So
Yeah.
I can't be too hard on that. But man, what the fudge cake are you thinking? Leave that alone, man. You already saw your receiver Mike Evans in that same game go down, and I believe the second quarter. Okay, let's just be done with it. We're down by 10. We're on our side of the field. 40 something seconds. We're not going to win this game. No timeouts. Let's just go ahead and count our L's. And they did not, man. Bose has now got to answer those questions, very unfortunately. And I'm just like, yo, just take your L and rock with it, man. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. At the
It,
end of the game, you don't want your. This is the perfect example to guys that do, like myself, that do want to play to the final whistle. All you got to do is put a tape on. Look, we're doing
yeah.
for the final whistle, and our guy got hurt unnecessarily, right? In the heat of battle, I get it. Yeah, go ahead. But in time like this, where we're not going to win the game, where there's a 99.8% chance we're going to lose, then yeah, go ahead and just throw
It,
that ball.
it's one of those like yes, Mike Evans. Painful injury anyway, and obviously the hamstring injury aggravated to the point where he's now out until after week 11, after the bye. That's when he's playing return, and you could still cope with Godwin as your wide receiver one because he was having a career year. But that decision, honestly, has screwed your year. Gone has just like completely screwed your year because you're now out both your top tier wide receivers, and I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't even know what's on their they have to trade for someone, right?
You would think so, or who's out there right now that's available
So
to
Cooper Cup is apparently majorly on the trade deadline on the trade block. Sorry,
Cooper Cup? Really?
yeah, apparently so. Cooper Cup is apparently open to being traded. So they've got Sterling Shepard, Jalen McKinley, and Trey Palmer. The rest are all on. They've already got two of their wide receivers on IR, not including Godwin or Mike Evans.
Mm.
So they're screwed. Um, yeah, I get it. I also thought that was a dumb moment, and it's cost you.
It's gonna cost them the year, probably cost them their
It's cost him a year.
Super Bowl aspiration for sure.
Does it cost him his job?
Nah,
No, to
because
Buzz back
because
next year.
because you can argue to whoever, yo, we there was still a chance to win the game. Now you're down by
Fair.
17 or three scores. That's just dumb. That's just idiotic. But you're down by two scores. There's still a chance. Technically, there's still a chance. So you can argue that there was still a chance. So one deep bomb, you get it. You hurry up and kick a field goal. You got 20 seconds left to get an onside kick and try and go for another touchdown. It might not happen, but there's still a chance. If you know what I mean, a
Yeah.
realistic chance. Realistic chance. So
Fair,
I don't know,
fair.
man.
I've got like it's been such a weird week for what Fudge Cake because I could have gone with Devontae Adams week. In 1 week, he lost to the Steelers as a Raider, got traded to the Jets, then lost to the Steelers again in the same week. Like that's very funny. I could have gone with the latest quote from Tua when asked, "Are you going to wear the Guardian cap that's meant to protect, obviously, with concussions and all that?" And he went, "No, because of personal choices." And I'm like, "Come on, man! Like you need to protect your head." Um,
Ain't
and
no
then I saw
quarterback
this.
gonna wear that, TJ. Ain't none of them.
And
Nah, I
then I
guarantee
saw
no
this.
quarterback gonna wear that.
So, according to Jack Steltman of the LA Rams Insider, this is all could potentially be BS. The Vikings and Rams are in serious trade talks and potentially forming a trade to send Matt Stafford to the Vikings in exchange for Sam Donald. The Vikings are trying to do a heavy push into the postseason and reuniting with Matt Stafford with Kevin O'Connell is their plan. Meanwhile, the Rams have grown incredibly interested in signing Sam Donald for the long term if the deal happens.
Yeah, I
That's
call
crazy.
BS on that. That's straight BS.
Absolutely BS because this is also coming out after the Cooper Cup is on the trade deadline and they've activated
That's
the
also BS.
window for Puka Pokemon to return. But imagine Matt Stafford with Justin Jefferson.
My God.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be that'd be fun. But yeah, this is just. I know people like to speculate, which my what the fuck's game moment is. You can't just assume your team's got to get everyone. Like the Eagles have been, just simply, the Eagles have been Gesser, Miles Garrett, Max Crosby,
Yeah.
even Cooper. Now it's just sort of like, calm down, like come on. You're not going to get every good player.
Nope.
That this trade here would just be very, very interesting if it happened. It which won't. Like, why would the Rams want to sign Sam Donald? I know he's
I'm saying
looked
it's
good
just
in their
like
books.
I don't get that either because you got to focus on your team. Like Sam Donald just is gonna
I
just
think
change your team's fortunes.
I think the thinking is obviously Max Stafford is quite old, and they've got Vikings have got JJ McCaffrey to come back, so it's not going to really hurt them if Matt Stafford retires. But obviously, the Rams have no young option at the moment, so get Sam Donald, either get a high draft pick or develop him there. But Sam Donald's quite old now, 27.
That's still young to me. As far as football age goes, I mean, guys are playing down to their 40s, so
That is true. That is
yeah. I
true.
mean, the no hitting the quarterback era can make you play till you're 50.
27, yeah.
All right, so
Yeah,
those
it's just
are what the fudge
yeah.
cake moments, you guys. All right, are you guys ready for our week 8 picks
Oh
and
gosh,
predictions? And
no.
before he said, I'm not ready. Oh, I unfortunately went 7-8 last week. TJ went ten
Oh,
and five. Yeah, of
yes.
course, me though. I had a lot of those, what the fudge cake moment picks. Giants over the Eagles, Browns over the
Go.
Bengals. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What is
it didn't
yours
work out for your
are
boy.
LA Rams you chose. Did the LA Rams let you
Yes,
down
Rams
this?
barely, but they beat the Raiders 20-15.
Oh, they just
So
beat
we,
them,
we
yeah, and
both got
obviously Washington
we
destroyed.
both got our picks for our locks correct. Do you know all of my picks, my locks so
Yeah.
far? I know
Yeah,
I
I've got
got
you.
Saints, Chargers. Uh,
So you went with hold on. No, sorry. So it was Saints, Chargers, Tampa Bay, Dallas, Washington, Atlanta, LA Rams.
who did I lose with? I lost somebody. Who I lost with?
Oh
With
gosh.
the Tampa Bay I lost?
Chargers. I did keep track of it and I lost it. Might have been Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay
Yeah,
versus
week 3.
Denver. Denver.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh
they got
yeah,
swamped. They got
yeah,
destroyed.
yeah. So that's the only one. So you said so. I picked Washington. I picked Chargers. I picked the Bucks. I picked
Bucks,
the
Atlanta.
I picked Atlanta. All right, cool. I'm good. All right.
No. All right.
I'm good. All right. Let's go with um. Oh, hold on. I need a pen first.
Ooh.
Pen and paper.
Oh, yeah.
Per you got, dog it.
So how's Cat doing? Hi, Dark Striker. I hope you're having a great day in this very mild night. It's quite cold over here. What is the temperature over here in Great Britain? Oh, it's 49 degrees. It's very cold and full of fog. Perfect for a close Halloween night. Who will win in the 40-yard stats between me and Carlos? Carlos, easy.
I'm
He's
winning.
working out. I'm
I'm
a
gonna just
fat
be real.
slob.
I'm winning.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
love you, TJ, but you getting dusted, bro.
No, no, I agree. I am out of shape. I
Hey,
am very
who
overweight.
wins a drink
You are winning.
contest? That's TJ all day. He will out drink my ass all day.
Yeah, I've got a party this weekend. Another one.
Another
I need
one.
a holiday
Another.
from October, and I'm gonna have to limit myself to like six or eight beers because I can't keep going hard.
I got you. We got card crazes in the building. Said with the Williams suspension, maybe Laporta will get more targets. Probably so. He needs them.
Hopefully,
Yep. We got Dark Striker 628 says, "Hey, what's good? Yeah, even if there was a chance it was a little one, I would have just not risked it to be safe. I feel you on that." Dark says, "Yeah,
got
I
ya.
saw that too. That doesn't make sense for either team. The Vikings plan with Sam is working in no way, shape, or form will they ever change that. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't touch that. Both teams.
Uh, Card Craze, TJ, what do you think of the rumors that Nick Sirianni is on the hot seat? I think he was on the hot seat because obviously they clearly thought about firing him last year after the collapse. But if we go to the playoffs and if we keep winning the way we're winning, he's not going to get fired. Has the best technically win to a loss record. I think he's like second in current head coaches. Um, yeah, they're like Chip Kelly. Everyone hated Chip Kelly. He didn't get fired until week 16. Nick's like at this moment, it's I would say Nick's not getting fired in the off season, especially since the players are still playing hard for him and like him. They're constantly saying us as the audience dislike him. They're he's clown and all that. Even if you talk to any player, they're like, no, we like it. Even in the off season records, they hand out voting cards like, how was your facility? How was your coach? Blah, blah, blah. He got an A. Like, the players love him and the owners love him. Yeah, okay, he's a bit hot headed, but hey, it seems to be working for them.
All right. All right, y'all. Let's go to our week 8 picks and predictions. We'll start with Thursday night football. A good one
Oh,
now. Now that we see what we got going on, especially if Cooper Cup does plan on returning in this game.
yeah.
So speaking of Sam Darnold and Stafford being traded for each other, which is mind-boggling,
Imagine
they
this.
actually
They
play against each other, and they could leave this game in separate jerseys, in different jerseys, right? Weird.
Imagine that.
Come on, man, that'd
I
be
would do a
crazy.
fancy swap and then teams as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Let's say Eagles versus Saints. Who wins? The Eagles beat us already this year, so yeah, there goes your
Eagles already.
answer.
Sorry,
Yeah,
yeah.
they beat us 15-12 this year, week 3. All right, y'all. Rams versus Vikings. I guess I will go first, my guy.
Of
Give me
course.
Minnesota in this game at home. Tough loss against the Lions. There's nothing like being a good team and losing on Sunday, but can redeem yourself on Thursday, right? I
Yeah.
feel like that defense, even with Cooper Cup maybe being back for the Rams offense is still atrocious in my opinion. Cooper Cup won't be enough because it's really Cooper Cup and a bunch of no-name receivers on that Rams team. I just can't name them. I really can't right now. And yeah, very tough sledding. Vikings run defense pretty damn good. So Kyle Williams might not be an X factor in this game, although he's a touchdown machine for Los Angeles. But I think Stafford still struggles. He's been struggling mildly all year. His stats are ugh. Yo, both games
Yeah.
I had him started in my fantasy, which is I believe week 1. No, I had him start 3 games. Week 1, week 2, and in week 7. I just had him start and he's giving me the first game, cool, 16 points. That was good enough. Second game, he gave me minus 0.36. And then this past Sunday, he gave me 0.96. So, Yeah. So Stafford's really been
Damn.
struggling throughout the entire year, and that's when I had him as my starter. My backup, he's had a couple of negative points as well. So yeah, go ahead, Vikings. That crowd going crazy. I think Jefferson is he's that dude. He's that dude. He can like Adams as well. Devontae Adams. You know you're good when you can score touchdowns. Mike Evans as well. You know you're good when you can score touchdowns with any quarterback. Any quarterback,
Yeah,
right?
anybody. Yeah.
Mike Evans has done that. Justin Jefferson's done that. Come on, man. These guys can score with any quarterback. Jefferson Donald connection is not going anywhere. I love that defense. They're gonna shut down Los Angeles, in my opinion, at home.
That's fair. Which is fair, and I completely agree. I think the Minnesota Vikings should win this game. They're going to have a bounce back game after the tough loss against Detroit. And hey, the Rams, I still think that they've got the remnants of a good team. We know they're very well coached, but the Vikings are a better one, which is crazy to think, especially since we had them down to only winning 2 games. Yeah,
Yeah, right. Shame on man. Shame on us. That's why we say you play the game. That's why you
yeah,
play the game. All right, let's go to our next game. Now there's no more London, UK games anymore for this week for sure. So everything else on Sunday regular time. Let's go at Jets versus Patriots. Battle of two teams from the AFC East. The Jets devastating loss after getting Devontae Adams on their team for the first time, and Patriots their coach called them soft all across the board.
yeah,
Gerard
yeah.
Mayo says we are soft soft all across the board. He said that means offense, defense, and special teams. Who wins this game?
I'm gonna go with the Giants. Like New England,
You mean Jets?
obviously I saw it up. Your New York Jets, yeah. New England, I obviously saw it up and close, seeing them live. They had a good first couple drives, but they just fell apart. It couldn't contain a bad Jaguars team, and they're going against the Jets team, which Adams gets another week in the system. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers. The game wasn't good for the Jets, but I feel like they should handle the Patriots.
Right.
Yeah. What's
Yeah,
your
I'm,
opinion
I'm
of
going
that?
Jets as well. I'm going Jets. I think this is a. I mean, they beat them down first game of the year, albeit in New York or New Jersey.
Yes.
But I feel like the same thing will happen too. And they got to find any type of rhythm to get on track because right now they seem to be off kiltered, especially on the
Yeah.
opposite end. So hopefully
I
it's a
uh,
game that they can score more points and get a dub.
I heard someone say that Devontae Adams should be traded to the Giants this week so he can lose to the Steelers again.
Oh, that's funny. Bro, that'd be unheard of. Crazy. Wow.
Facing the same team 3 weeks in a row and losing every single one.
That'd be wild. All right, so we're both going
Oh,
with the Jets to win this game.
yes, 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 yes.
All right, let's go to our next game on the docket. We have the Tennessee Titans taking on the Detroit
Ooh.
Lions. Easy work. Give me Detroit.
Yep.
That's it.
Uh,
Nothing else said.
yeah, I think
That's it.
I agree, and I think we should just move on.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be said.
Lions are that good. Titans are that bad. Nah, that's it. They're
Yeah,
just gonna be them. I want to see the spread. I bet it's about 8.5, 8 or 9.
I wouldn't even know how to check
Yeah,
that
I
out.
think it's about 8.5. Uh, let's go to a really good game. I think on paper, you might not think so. Green Bay Packers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Who we got in this
Ooh.
game?
Green Bay. I think that's easy. Jacksonville Jaguars. They sort of put it together in their home away from home in London, Wembley. But even then, they did struggle to start with against a New England team, and Green Bay is on a completely different level compared to the Patriots. You've seen that ball placement by Jordan Love.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Jordan Love's a real deal. I like Jordan Love. I
Ooh,
like Jordan Love.
beautiful,
I like Jordan
absolutely
Love.
beautiful.
I agree. I'm going
Yeah.
Packers as well.
I was going to say, if you chose Jacksonville in this matchup, I would lose my mind.
No, I'm going Green Bay. I say, you know what, Lowe's, I gotta stop going for those juggernaut picks now. Let's just keep it real and watch
Well,
the Jaguars win.
yeah, no. Now you cursed us, yeah, no, but especially since the Packers is your like favorite pick at the moment to win the Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
yeah, I like the pack.
I
I'm
would
loving Green Bay as
poppycock.
time goes
Utter
on.
poppycock.
Yeah, yeah. So let's go. We're both going Green Bay, so we're right now we're agreeing on these things. All right, next game
Yeah.
on the docket: Arizona Cardinals at the Miami Dolphins.
Ooh.
Tua is not back, right?
I think they're planning to.
That's tough, man. You know what?
Because I think he is plaque.
Well, I'm.
Not,
Anyways, I was going Dolphins, anyways.
yeah.
With or without Tua, I think the Dolphins win this game at home.
Hold on.
Arizona is
Let's have a look.
your like Jekyll and Hyde kind of team. You know,
Yeah.
one week they look great. They had a great Monday night game. They just beat the Chargers, walk off field goal as well. But I'm gonna go with Miami, even without Tua. I like the Dolphins in this
So
game to win close
this was
second.
yesterday. Mike McDaniels has confirmed that medical experts have determined it is safe for Tua Tagovailoa to return to practice and contact sports. Then he was asked about, with his return to football, will he be wearing the Guardian cap to hopefully prevent any other concussions concerns and he said no for personal reasons. So he is cleared to return to the Miami Dolphins. Doesn't mean he is guaranteed to
Right.
play, but I still think he will. I still think the Dolphins will win, like yourself. But I think it has shown how much the Dolphins do need Tua.
They need him bad. They need him bad.
They need him bad.
They need
Yeah,
him bad.
people obviously say he's got so much help with obviously Waddle and Hill and obviously A Chain. I
But
can't pronounce his name
he
now.
has total command of the offense. He knows it all.
Total command.
So I
Yeah,
mean, these other guys, man, that's a very tough offense to understand with all the motions, all the verbiage. I know there's a lot going on. Mike McDaniel's say how he looks like a kid or he's weird looking or he talks. The dude knows football. He
yeah,
knows he knows offense. He's not a head coach. He's a head coach for a reason.
yeah. No,
You know.
you're spot on. He did well in San Fran, I believe, right?
Yeah, I think he came from San Fran. Yeah, all those trees
Yeah.
that came from the Shanahan guys. Yeah, so I think he is that guy. Let's go. Ravens versus Browns now. Browns obviously lost Deshaun Watson.
Ooh.
They might be starting Jameis Winston. I believe he is starting for the
It has
for this
been
game.
announced that Jameis Winston literally happened 5 minutes ago.
Okay, yeah.
It's announced that, 13 minutes ago. The Browns plan to start Jameis Winston at QB over
Yeah, DTR.
Jake
Yeah,
was
they
DTR,
saw
yeah.
enough of my guy last week. They're like, yeah, let's go with Jameis. All right. You know, Ravens obviously off that big time went over the Buccaneers and they were down 10-0 in that game early.
Yeah, they were.
And just blew them out after that, man. So shout out to the Ravens for that. Who you got in this game? Baltimore, Cleveland.
I'm going to go with Baltimore. Um, I think Cleveland, even with Watson out, we saw Watson went out pretty early in that game, didn't he? And
No,
they
I don't think it was too early, but yeah, somewhere second quarter.
somewhere second quarter.
Yeah.
Um, that's it. And their defense struggled to contain Burrow and even score points. Obviously, they haven't got Amari Cooper anymore. Yeah, it's going to be Baltimore.
Yeah, I think Browns might be shopping for their QB of the future again.
Yeah.
Again. All right, let's go our next one
Oof.
out. We got the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the
Ooh,
Cincinnati Bengals. This should be a good one. I'm excited for
it's your turn.
it's my turn. Look, I'm going Cincinnati.
Oh,
They've got it. If I tell you right now, I guarantee if the Bengals lose, they are not making the playoffs. Guarantee it.
really?
If they lose this game, if they win this game, Bengals are going to the playoffs. Guaranteed. I got the Bengals winning this because the Bengals have to be in the playoffs. They have to be.
Is it a blowout? Is it a close game? Like,
Close.
what's your
Oh my
feeling
goodness,
of?
it's close. It's close. It's the Eagles, man. Eagles, they'll make it close. They'll make it real close. Um, you know, give me the Bengals out of pure desperation. I feel like they just gotta have this game, and I feel like look, Burrow's a very competent quarterback. Burrow's damn good,
Yes.
and can the Eagles stop a very competent quarterback? We'll find out. It's easy when you're blitzing Daniel Jones and sacking him 1,000 times, and Josh Jacobs
Precisely.
god awful. Even playing against a Derek Carr team that was whack as hell week 3. Those kind of teams, yeah. You're facing Joe Burrow when he gets in a groove. He's very very tough to stop. Let's see if this Eagles
Oh,
team plays
devastating.
with that, and they're on the road too. So give me Bengals at home. So
Well,
if this is Eagles at the road at home, I would go Eagles. How about that?
really
Yeah, if it was Eagles at
fascinating.
home, I would say Eagles, but they're the road team. So give me the home team, the Bengals.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I am curious to see how the Bengals' run defense is because obviously we are using Saquon fantastically, and he's having pretty much a career year. But even then, I'm still going with Bengals. I feel like our defense, our offense, our team is built. It should be built to grab a lead early and hold on to it. I think that's how this team should be built.
Yeah,
It's been built. The problem is we're not doing that. So if our offense starts cold like it has been for the last 10 games, I don't think our defense could hold down Burrow. So
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going to go
yeah.
with
That
Cincinnati to
that, that
win.
that's a good thing because the slow starts to these games for the Eagles. Bengals are a team that you do not want to have a slow start against.
No,
Because
absolutely
once
not.
they get going, we seen them put up what 38 against the Ravens. We seen them
Yes.
go toe to toe with the Chiefs. I mean,
Yeah,
they lost both games, but they could have won both games.
absolutely. Yeah. It's not from lack of trying. Let's just say that.
Now we've also seen the Bengals barely beat the Giants, so we also saw that. So that's today's NFL for you. I know that.
Yeah.
It's just a
Yeah.
weird place to be in.
Who
Who
knows?
knows? Whatever. Yeah. All right. Next game. I think a very interesting matchup: Colts versus Texans.
Ooh. This
So
is
who do you got in this game?
interesting.
AFC South. If the Colts win, it'd be a huge win for them. They'll be only with a game below the Texans, maybe I think, in the
I
standings.
believe so.
So I
Yeah. Game
mean,
below the text. No, they'll be
they'll
tied.
be tied. Wow. What's the
Yeah.
what's the Colts record?
So
3-4.
4-3. 4-3.
Whoa. Colts are 4-3.
Yeah, they lost to the Texans in week one,
Yeah.
and then the
Yeah. Yeah.
Packers, and then they've pretty much won every game except the Jags.
Wow. Okay.
And every game has been very, very
Oh yeah.
close.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the Colts are playing hard. So if the Texans, if they win, they should take the top of the division.
Yeah, 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 they should. Yeah, got the
So,
Jaguars and the Titans in that division. Yeah, so yeah.
wow, ooh, this is a hard one, and this is in Houston. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. I don't
Oh,
know.
coin toss.
I don't know. I'm gonna coin toss it.
Because we do have Anthony Richardson back in this game.
We do, we do. So I'm gonna go with since the logo's ahead, I'm gonna go Houston Texans ahead. Colts are tails. Uh, it looks like I'm going with the Houston Texans
All
to win this
right.
game.
I am also going with Houston to win this game.
Okay, thank goodness. So even if I lose, it doesn't
Yeah, right.
matter.
Also going with Houston to win this game. Um, I don't know, Richardson, the way they play offense, I see why he doesn't last long in the league and last long in the season
Oh,
so far.
brutal.
This past Sunday, I'm watching the game and all the hits he was taking. Don't get it twisted. He was trucking a lot of these guys. So he's a big quarterback. He's a big dude. But he has to realize there are guys bigger than you in this league, stronger than you in this league. And straight up,
Yeah.
man, just he's punishing guys, but also being punished at the same time. So Houston's got a really good defense. They're at home. They'll be flying on the defensive end. Turnovers, turnovers, turnovers. I think Houston will capitalize on that, and they'll win this game.
Oh, fair. No, which is fair enough. Like I said, this is going to be a very brutal game. I, the
I,
Colts are going to play hard, and we know that.
Yeah, yeah, we're a hard fought game though. I can't wait. That's one of the games I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to watching. Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If there was
This
a
would have been
time where I would hope
such
both
a good
teams
game.
lose, this would be the game. But I'm gonna go with Atlanta.
Yeah.
Obviously, the injury to Chris Godwin plays a big factor in that.
Ooh.
There's no receivers for them. And I'm thinking about even last year with Desmond Ritter as your quarterback, the Falcons went to Tampa Bay and beat the Buccaneers in Tampa last year. I'm going to go the same thing with Kirk Cousins Atlanta Falcons team that are just really, really good. Buccaneers, right now, they can barely stop a nosebleed the last 3 or 4 weeks on defense. So Falcons will bring their offense in there and get this dub. Give me Atlanta.
No, I agree. It sucks. Like literally 24 hours ago, this game was going to be a lot better. And then obviously Tampa Bay's just gotten so much weaker with the unfortunate injuries. Atlanta should handle Tampa Bay pretty well.
All right, next game on the docket, we have my New Orleans Saints taking on the Los Angeles
Mm.
Chargers. Go, Chargers, go, as Arnold Schwarzenegger would say. Who you got in this game?
Chargers lost the last game, didn't
They
they?
did to
They
the
lost it to Arizona.
Arizona.
Again, game-winning field goal, if I remember correctly. Was it?
Yep, at the
I don't
buzzer.
know. Yeah, at the buzzer. Derek Carr, what's his status
Nah,
at the
he's
moment?
right now. Rattler's still taking first team reps right now, and this might be the last week that Derek Carr is out. I think Derek Carr comes
Insofar,
back.
that doesn't matter at all.
I think Derek Carr comes back next week, not this week.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I think the Chargers are gonna ground and pound, and I think it's
Um,
gonna get a win over you.
Unfortunately, I agree with you. Going
Yeah,
with the Chargers, the same reason, that ground and pound. The last couple weeks, the Saints have looked god awful on defense, stopping that run. Uh, I think the Chargers with that ground and pound and Justin Herbert playing really,
okay.
really good quarterback play. Right? He's not. I
Yeah,
like the fact that he's not asked to score a lot. The onus on him. Right? One, he doesn't have
yeah.
that many weapons, so I get it. But two, they're playing a more simplistic style of offense, although it came at the bite me in the ass this past Monday. But I think against a team like New Orleans that's just banged up from top to bottom pretty much, I got to go the Chargers to win this game. Although my guy Taysom Hill is coming back, he,
Ooh.
let alone, will not be enough to stop this Chargers team on the road. So give me Los
If
Angeles as well.
with your team starting so hot and sort of falling off, is this your head coach's last year?
If we don't make the playoffs, me personally, this is last year.
Yeah,
If we can't find a way, but then again, they're like, oh, we had so many injuries. It's not his fault for the
injuries.
injuries, so we'll keep him one more year. I don't want to hear that. Tired of that. We need to just break everything up. I get it.
What? Who?
Go ahead,
Who's your? Sorry to interrupt. Who's your GM? Because
Mickey Loomis.
you're Mickey Loomis. Like, is it a time to completely clean house? Like, he's brought in
He
Derek Carr, that
he's done.
draft not well.
Loomis has done a fantastic job, in my opinion. It's just our
Yeah.
people cannot stay healthy. I don't know what's going on with that. We like when we're full and healthy with everybody, you see what we can do. You see
Yeah.
what we can do when we're fully healthy. It's just, man, it was like one after another. It started off with Taysom Hill, then Eric
Hmm.
McCoy in the Eagles game. The
Yeah.
second McCoy Arsenal went down in the Eagles game, it was all she wrote for the rest of the year. Well, for the rest of the next 4 or 5 weeks.
Damn.
And it's been ugly since then. So, yes, card craze, I agree with you because I'm tired of being mediocre. I'm tired of being in the middle. I'm tired of being 7-9, 8-9, 9-8 every damn year because we're always good enough to not get a top 10 pick, but we're always bad enough to not make the playoffs. And that is not where you want to be as a franchise. I'd rather be really, really sorry or really, really good. Now, don't be like the Jets. That's the whole worry. If we decide to be sorry, how long do we stay sorry? That's the question.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to take that risk. If I'm a Saints, because we got a lot of old guys on these big contracts. Like we just gave Kamara an extension, 2 years, $24 million. Me
We
personally,
did.
I love Kamara, and he is my second favorite player currently on the team. But I'm trading him. I got to get my pieces,
Yeah.
and he's worth the 4 and 5. You know, that's how I
Oh,
feel.
absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm like, yo, but you want to keep Kamara, another older player, that's fine. But where do we get young at? So that's it. But yeah, I'm going with the Chargers on that note. So
Fair enough. Currently, mock drafts have you at pick six, taking a wide receiver from Arizona to Taylor
oh yeah,
McMillan.
yeah, he's a beast. He's a beast. I like him. But we don't need a receiver right now. We need quarterback or O
Oh,
line.
I was going to say your O line.
But
Penny has not
we've
worked
been
out.
getting O line all damn year. Every what, the last 4 or 5 years we got an O lineman. They ain't did nothing except for our guy this year. Fuguawi, whoever his name is, he cold. He nice as for a rookie. He's our right guard, I believe. So
Yeah,
he's
no,
he's he stayed healthy. He's pretty good for his first year. But yeah, we'll see. Next game of
you
the doc,
are
y'all.
in
We got a really good one right here, though. TJ, Bills versus Seahawks. Um, and did you went first, right? Hold on.
I can't remember.
All right, now I'm next. It's me. Hold on a
Okay,
second.
cool.
Yeah, it's me. All right, Bills versus Seahawks. This one's gonna be a real good game. You know what? I'm going with the Bills. Just be,
Yeah,
DK Metcalf might be out for this game. Um, Bills got Amari Cooper, and he immediately made an impact on that team with a touchdown.
that was a
Uh,
fun touchdown.
Keon Coleman, the rookie, he had 100 yards receiving for the first time in his career. Uh, I think this Bills team, I like this Bills team better than their past teams so far over the last 5, 6 years. This Bills team excites me because these are guys with no names but doing some dirty work. I like that. So go ahead, give me Buffalo to win this game in a tough environment in Seattle and no DK Metcalf.
I agree. I think Buffalo. I did poop on them at the beginning of the offseason. I do apologize. They're doing very well with what they've got. Did you see that video footage of Amari Cooper's touchdown?
Yeah, with Keon Coleman was like telling the play. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out to
it's like
Coleman
he's
though.
audible.
He's
He's
like,
audible. What do I do? What do I
yeah,
do?
yeah.
Run.
Coleman told him something and he did it right. I forgot what he told him, but whatever he told him, it was right.
Yeah, yeah, that was fantastic and very funny. Yeah, the Buffalo should win this game. Again, is it just me or is Seattle one of those hardest teams to predict?
They are. They are.
Yeah, one week you think, oh, they're going to dominate, and they lose badly, and then
Yes.
one week you're like, oh, it's going to be a complete slaughter, and they dominate. Like
Yeah.
you have no idea.
Um,
But yeah, Buffalo should win this. Oh,
all right, let's
okay.
go with both going with Buffalo.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go with our next game on the docket. We've got the Chicago Bears taking on the Commanders
Ooh.
of Washington. With or without Jaden Daniels, we have no clue yet. We'll find out injury reports tomorrow. See if he has a light practice or no practice. We'll see. So Bears versus Commanders. Who you got in this game, brother?
This is a hard one. This is a very hard one. 5-2 versus 4-2. Washington's potentially out of the Commanders. I'm gonna go with the Bears. I bet. I think Bears coming off a bye. I think they're going to be able to get a win over the potentially Marcus Mariota led Commanders. Now, if Daniels does play, I would go with
Right.
Washington, but we don't know. I'm going to go with the minus that he's not going to play, and I'm going to go with the Bears to win.
I'm gonna go with Washington to win this game. I
Mm.
got Washington, even with or without Jaden Daniels. I think what I saw from Mariota, albeit against the Panthers. What I saw when he took over, though, he looked very good. He looked very comfortable in the
Yeah,
scheme. So I'm gonna go Washington to win this game. Close game. I think a defensive battle, but it's cool to see. We were about to see number one versus number two. That would have been freaking awesome.
yeah,
But
that would have
unfortunately, if
been.
Daniels doesn't play, we will not see the number two overall
What's
pick.
what's quite funny is this slot was meant to be the Eagles versus Cincinnati, and it was flexed out to be number one versus number two. And then obviously Jane Daniels has been injured. So you got TV producers being like, great. We
No,
had to
yeah, that's just
switch
freaking
it out.
awesome. That's just freaking awesome. Yeah, so let me go with the I'm gonna go with Commanders. You're going. Is that the first one we disagreed on?
Yes,
All
yes. So
right,
so far it's only been one difference this
all right.
week. I think I
Let,
could afford one difference.
let's keep it rock and rolling, man. Chiefs taking on the Raiders in Las Vegas.
Oh,
Um,
your turn?
let me see. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Chiefs. All right.
yeah,
That's it. That's all she wrote. Chiefs. Um,
yeah. Right.
you know, I feel like this is a trap kind of game though for Kansas
Yeah.
City. I feel it
Yeah.
very trappish, but I mean, they are just dominating on defense like a mofo. I'm loving what I'm seeing right now. And the Raiders are just a shell of themselves. They're a mess right now on offense. Whether it be Gardner Minshew or Aiden O'Connell, it doesn't matter. The Chiefs
Not Aiden
defense,
O'Connell anymore.
Chiefs will dominate this game, and they'll win it easily.
Yeah, no, I agree. AOC, Aiden O'Connell's been put on IR. I think it's
Oh
season-ending
dang.
injury.
Okay, so it's Minshew then.
Um, no, they've picked up the Desmond Ritter
Oh, I heard
for
about that.
Dallas
Yeah.
Taylors.
Is he gonna play
So
though?
the potentially Ritter over Minshew because
Oh.
um, I think Adrian Pearson's sort of fallen out with Minshew. Have you seen him coming into the tunnel after that embarrassing loss?
Who?
Adrian Pierce, the head
Oh,
coach,
what he did?
he's just smiling like there's no tomorrow, just like full grin. Like they're going for Sanders, right?
Yeah, I think it should
They're
do a Sanders season. I
absolutely
think Brady
Kadir
is gonna
Sanders.
make that happen somehow.
Yeah, yeah. I think the Chiefs' defense is going to feast on the
Cool, cool. All
Raiders.
right, we're both going Kansas City, obviously on that one. All right, keep it rocking and rolling. We have the uh, former Super Bowl, was it Super Bowl 50? Panthers versus Broncos. Was that Super Bowl
Yes,
50?
yes,
Yeah,
yes. That was Super Bowl
Cam
50.
Newton and
Cam
Peyton
Newton.
Manning. Yeah, boy, time flies by, huh? Let's get it. Panthers
2015,
versus
mate.
Broncos. This game weirdly it feels like a trap game for the Broncos. Broncos like, yeah, we got this win. We just cannot beat down the Saints. Now we got the Panthers. Who you got in this game, man?
I'm going to go Denver. The Panthers. I understand your idea of a trap game, but the Panthers are terrible. It's not just their QB. I think it's all stages are absolutely terrible. Wide receivers, defense, special teams, running back, and Broncos are they dominate. They did very well against the Saints, and I think they're going to keep that momentum going.
Yeah, I'm going with Denver as well. I'm going Denver as well. I want to say the Panthers keep it close in this game, but I said it last week against the Commanders, and they got blew out by 33. So yeah, I'm gonna go with. I agree with you. I'm going with Denver as well. So
Cool.
tough, hostile environment. Dallas Cowboys,
Yeah.
San Francisco 49ers, Sunday night football. I'm gonna go with Niners. Why? Because they are a competent team. That's why. They're a team that can score 30 on any given night. Cowboys can't handle anybody that can score 30 on any given night. They can't. Give
Nope.
me the 49ers and the woes of the Cowboys continue.
I completely agree. Even with Ayuk out there, Ayuk really wasn't part of the offense this year after
And
the.
yeah, you're right. But he won't be needed anyways in this game per se because the Niners are just going to rush down the Cowboys' throat. So
Yes,
if
even
you got
without
Mace, yeah,
CMC,
yeah. Mason's going to have, if you have fantasy owners, if you have Mason on your team, you're going to eat this week.
absolutely, yeah. The Niners, I think, are going to out. I think it really is going to just out coach the Cowboys. I don't think the Cowboys are going to be prepared enough for the Niners, even though the Niners are injured like there's no tomorrow.
Right.
Um, yeah, come on, Niners, ruin Dallas's day. That would make me so happy.
I'll be lovely. I'll be so lovely with that. All right, yeah, we're both going San Francisco in our last game on the docket. Monday Night Football. New York Giants taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers led by Russell Wilson. Uh, who you got in this game, brother?
Oh, Pittsburgh! Like, come on, just TJ Watt, not T. Yeah, TJ Watt is going to live in Daniel Jones's nightmares after this game. Like with that O line, absolutely madness. Uh, and obviously the secondary, the Giants secondary ain't going to be able to cover Pickens. They're not going to be able to deal with Russell Wilson, and yeah, it's the Steelers are going to destroy them. I think.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Were you going with the Giants?
I'm going Steelers. Oh, I'm going Steelers all day. I'm going
I
Steelers
didn't mean to morally
all
insult you.
day. Going Steelers all day, man.
Fair, fair, fair. So it's only one game we disagree on.
That's crazy. And that's going to be
One
Washington,
game.
Chicago.
Yeah,
So
Washington and
either
Chicago.
you'll be 6 games above me or 4 games above me. We'll find out. But we're starting to get
Yeah.
into the meat and potatoes of the season now, where we kind of know the contenders and the pretenders pretty much. So now it's getting easier to kind of bet uh, for a guy like you. For me, I guess I'm just still picking dumb teams. But in hindsight, if I didn't go with the Browns and the Giants to get upset victories, yeah, I'd have been up there with you.
Absolutely
But
crazy you went there.
it's crazy though. All right, so if you guys want to see who we picked, please just rewind everything back, and you'll see who we picked for our Week 8 picks and predictions. Now let's go with our Week 8
Lock.
locks. So who you got in this one, man?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Um, because I'm still one behind you
Yes,
in the locks, so I need to be
I'm
smart.
6-1, and you are 5 and no, yeah, you're 5. Are you 5-2?
I'm 5-2. Yeah,
Okay, I'm 6-1. Yeah.
I'm 5-2. Yeah. And you're 6-1. So I'm gonna actually record that. Um, I'm gonna go with. Oh, they're gonna hurt me. Are they really gonna hurt me if I do this? I'm gonna go Green Bay. No, no, Baltimore, 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 Baltimore.
There we go, Baltimore. It is. I'm going with Buffalo. Hey,
Okay.
did I choose Buffalo already this year? I don't think so.
Rams, Atlanta, Washington, Dallas, Tampa Bay, Chargers, and New
Saints.
Orleans. No.
I'm going Buffalo over Tennessee. Not Tennessee. Good God, who's Buffalo playing again? Beating the crap out of somebody. Hold on. I'll get it, you
Seattle.
guys. Hold on. I'll get it.
Yeah, they're playing Seattle.
Oh hell no! What was I thinking? I ain't going Buffalo. I take all that back. What was I thinking then? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh damn, TJ, we had to Baltimore, man. I'm sorry. Baltimore.
You
Wrong
go
B word.
Baltimore.
Wrong B word. I was like, hold on, man. No, Baltimore. I'm going. So we agreed on locks. Damn it.
Yeah, we agree on
I was like, see, I'm thinking about mine, Tennessee. I'm like, yeah, it's Buffalo and Tennessee. Duh. That was last week, Carlos. Uh,
Oh, that's funny.
oh, I know why. Because I was thinking about Detroit over Tennessee, and I was
That's it.
like, but
Okay.
I'm going Baltimore just like you though. That was my pick.
Fair, fair, fair. So a very close week for this week. Like it generally is all going to come down to that one game.
Yep.
So keep your eyes peeled. You'll know we might have a happy week or a sad week.
Let's go. All right, y'all. So our Week 8 locks, we're both choosing Baltimore over Cleveland as our Week 8 locks. Clink, clink, lock them up, baby. Let's rock and roll. Uh, let's go now with our closing messages. And
I've got a question for you, if
yes,
that's
sir.
okay.
Go ahead.
My weekly "How is the Penguin?" check-in.
Awesome, bro. I forgot. I
Yeah.
forgot. You're gonna do the amazing thing of watching all 8 episodes in a row, pretty much. And I'm gonna be super freaking jealous of you, bro. I am, because you get to live all that within like a 9 hour period. Oh my goodness. It's awesome. Best
Yeah.
TV show currently right now that's airing. The best TV show that's airing right now, and everyone can agree. Viewership has gone higher every single episode.
People are loving it.
People are loving it, and dog, the story is good. The characters are amazing, man, and it just feels so right. Feels so right. I'm so happy, man. I'm so freaking happy. I'm watching this, man. So yeah. Uh, Loving the Penguin.
Awesome.
Awesome TV show. But I am a sucker for great writing and great acting.
Hmm.
This has
Yes.
both great writing and great acting. That makes it just that much freaking better for me. So I'm all for it.
Fair enough. I do have a quick question. Obviously, they recast Falcone, I believe, to Mark Strong.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Both strong
doesn't matter.
performances. Obviously the guy from the original. God, what's his name? I just brain farted.
I
Jesus,
know
man.
Mr. Speed.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah, from the Transformers, right? Yeah, but no, he did a phenomenal job. Obviously, in that movie, you saw what he did in the Batman. I love him as
Yep.
Carmine Falcone. I loved him. Well, Mark Strong has the same presence, pretty much. Played it
Oh, good,
awesome,
good, good.
and so it wasn't like like it didn't feel weird. It felt like that's how he was in the Batman too. You know. Uh, I
Yeah,
loved it. So the performance was wonderful, and he was on in the movie, only in the series for that particular episode. For now, he might come back in another episode, but he's on that one episode. It was fantastic though. Man, it was so good.
fair.
Yeah,
I
I've been on it, man. I've been on it.
My last question, and I just want to know how they deal with obviously Batman. Like, Penguin's the bad guy. Like, how are they going to deal with not Batman not popping up on his door every few
Yeah,
seconds?
well, right now basically the movie, the series is right after the events of the Batman. So
Okay.
Batman is still dealing with quote unquote his injuries. I'm assuming yada
Yeah,
yada
because he
yada.
gets
But
messed up.
yeah, yeah. Well, and right now everything that's happening is super duper underground. So it's
Okay.
gonna take something dramatic to get Batman's attention, which is why they are intending on not showing Batman at all in this. They mentioned
Are
him
they not?
they mentioned him the first episode. Mention him. That's it.
Yeah.
They mentioned him via news radio. That's it. First episode, the
Ah,
first 2 minutes of the episode of the first episode, they mention them by just the news. That's it. After that, it's a strictly. This is like your modern day Scarface movie with
yeah.
Al Pacino. It's your modern Sopranos, but
Mhm.
with the Penguin and Batman characters. And this doesn't feel like a comic book series. This feels like some real shit that just involves comic book characters. Like, yo, this is so good. But I'm telling you, the writing and the acting. I am a sucker for a great script and a sucker for great writing, and they got them both, man. And they nailed it to the T. So many good performances, and the only bad part about the series is when it ends.
Really?
That's the only bad part about it. It ends.
I I am very curious to see. Just obviously, Batman 2
Well,
nowhere near filming.
they already said the ending of the Penguin season one. It's going to tell you what's going on in Batman 2.
Oh, okay, that's
I said,
interesting because
oh
I know
shoot.
they're nowhere near filming Batman 2 because I know Rob
No,
Pattinson's very
so
busy.
the script is complete.
Yep.
And they did say Matt Reeves said they start filming, I believe, in January.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
it's not that far off.
No. So they will start filming in January. They're looking at a October 6th, 2026. I think.
Got you.
I think it's October
Yeah,
6th. So basically 2 years from now, we'll get Batman Part 2.
I
So
just imagine it would suck if this series has been so good and they just can't do a sequel to it until that film's come out.
man, I hope there's a season two. And right now they're discussing season two, but everybody wants it because man, every episode is topping the last episode, which is amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
which is good.
yeah, and I love it. I'm a sucker for it. I'm there Sunday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time. If I'm not calling Sunday night football, if I am calling Sunday night football, then I just watch it after the game. But if I'm not called like I did last Sunday, I'm watching it on the dot. I'm ready for it. Let's go. All right.
Oh, brilliant.
Cash Money says, TJ, what's the most popular team in England?
Are you talking about NFL? Or are you talking about soccer? Because
Let's just do
football
both.
for me.
Let's just do both.
Let's do both. So the NFL, it's varied, but technically, I think if you took it under statistics, it would be the Jacksonville Jaguars simply because it's 2013. They've played here every year and they've got the heaviest market over here. although that dynamic might be shifting now. The fact that it's being shown a lot more on like national TV and obviously Chiefs and Patriots. At the beginning of the game I went to, I'd say the Patriots was in the majority, and then obviously when they started sucking players, people who didn't really care for the teams just started cheering anyway.
Right.
And
I imagine that happens a lot.
yeah, and when if you take for like soccer, the Premier League, it varies. It literally is district based. Where you come from. From where I am, it is a real split between. It was technically Arsenal and Tottenham, but now my local team Ipswich has got into the Premier. So technically it'll be Ipswich, but for a while it was Arsenal and Tottenham. But they hate each other so much. Or generally, when I went to first book an NFL thing, NFL seats, I was like, "Where's the home team? Where's the away team?" Because over here they have that designation and they have to have policemen
Hmm.
separating the line because it generally is like Iran and Iraq on those signs. They will
Jeez.
fight each other and they
Dang.
will kill each other.
Jeez.
That's how much they hate. But obviously, in American football, obviously we have got bad instances and fights, but normally it's just meshing very well.
Yeah.
Not that much hatred between the two. Obviously, screwed out Cowboy fans, but nothing compared to North London Derby. Generally, like a player scored a goal, ran up to like the wrong area of the crowd. I think it was an Arsenal player, and a Tottenham fan got on the side and kicked him in the head.
Damn.
Like,
Damn. They put
yeah,
they put the fan fanatic, huh?
absolutely,
Jesus.
absolutely. What's your hood name in London? Oh, I'm not in London. No, no, nowhere near London.
Ha ha
I
ha
don't
ha.
like being stabbed. So, oh, nowhere near. Yeah. I try to avoid London as much as possible.
Gotcha, man. All right, y'all. Well, that's it for episode 50. So episode 51, we will officially have our $200 giveaway winner. I was gonna do it this one, but I was like, let's do 51. We'll be all right. But thank y'all for showing love. Please hit that share button as well. If you guys want to know, be a part of UST Nation or see more episodes of Tuesday with TJ, please hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Turn it on. You'll be notified every time me, PJ, and TJ go live for not only Tuesday with TJ, but also all of Uneducated Sports Talk. And so please check us out, man. I'm going live, matter of fact, in about
Ooh,
less than 30 minutes for the opening of the NBA season. We're doing the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the
yep.
Los Angeles Lakers, so I have another 2.5 hours ahead of me. So,
Oh, good luck.
yeah, good luck, brother. I know. But it should be a good one, though.
Let me.
Minnesota
Who
Vikings,
are you
Minnesota
going
Timberwolves.
for?
My money's going
Yeah.
for the Lakers. So,
Oh, really? Oh,
my money,
PJ,
literally.
how do you think that?
She said he about to lose his money. I got my ways right now. I picked the Boston Celtics beat the Knicks, and they're mollywopping those guys. So I won that. I'm good with that. Yeah, I
Nice.
want some money on that one. I'm trying to win double today. So let's go, man. All right, y'all. For the homegirl PJ, I'm your host, Carla Clayton. And to my right, the big man, the man of the evening, Mr. TJ Tracy. This is Tuesdays with TJ, the NFL podcast presented by Uneducated Sports Talk. Hit that like button on your way out. Hit that subscribe button. All sports fans, you guys know what time it is. Stay smart. Stay uneducated. Peace. Lady Mama, love you guys well. We'll see you next Tuesday for episode 51 and our $200 giveaway special. We're out of here, y'all. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, TJ, take it easy,
Have a
brother.
good night, everyone. See you when I see you. Have a great night.